Nah. Somewhere over the rainbow, somewhere under the sea. Dang it. Okay. Jack Frost roasting on an open fire. Hazelnuts nipping at your nose. It's going to be nothing but dreary rain and drizzle when we go down to the barn. Dreariness and drizzle. Oh, what a morning. Lame. So lame. I thought that might have been the place I applied at recently, but it wasn't. It was just some bill collector for somebody who doesn't even have this phone number anymore. I don't know why they still keep calling this number. I've told every fucking bill collector that this has not been that person's number in years, but it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Doesn't seem to make much of a difference at all. Oh. No, I've not heard the new Kendrick album. Not a big Kendrick fan. Not a hater, but also not much of a fan. Man, this bowl is taking forever to pack up. Hello. Hey. Welcome. Greetings. This fucking thing. What's your favorite music? Good question. I think at this point I'd have to go with, well, I don't know. The answer to what is my favorite music changes from day to day, from time to time. So what is my favorite today may not necessarily be my favorite tomorrow afternoon, but I suppose my favorite recently has been kind of like Irish traditional music. So think the Dubliners, think the High Kings, think the Wolf Tones. Been listening to a lot of that kind of thing lately. I don't know. I feel like favorites is a hard thing to come to no matter what you're asking about, but I feel like music is an especially hard thing to pick a favorite out of. Really, I feel like most of the time when people ask, what's your favorite kind of music? I feel like what they're actually asking is, what kind of music do you listen to most often? And the answer there is definitely Irish folk music, at least right now at this point in my life. Before that, it was protest rock of the 60s and 70s. Before that, it was classic rock. I went through like a classic rock kind of old school rock sort of phase. And before that, I was in a just a general kind of folk music phase. Wolf Tones, yeah, I mean that's one of the that's one of the bands I listen to probably the most right now at this point in my life. Yeah, the Wolf Tones. There's an E at the end of Wolf if you go to look it up. But yeah. In fact, you know what? Rather than you having to look it up, here, tell you what, I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better, Jimmy. How about that? Do you know Bonzo Goes to Bitburg by Ramones? No, but I do like some Ramones though. I do like some Ramones. So I can play one of the I can play like a popular song that the Wolf Tones are known for. I'll have to tune up first. Here. Somehow all these strings got very, very high. So now they all have to be adjusted down. There we go. Took a minute, but we got there. I was born in a Dublin street where the loyal drums to beat, where those loving English feet they walked all over us. And every single night when I would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbors out with this chorus. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medal on it plan. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Cassandra. Come tell us how you slew them old headers 2 by 2. Like the Zulus, they had spears and bow and arrows. Oh, and how you made them run with that 16-pounder gun. And you frightened them natives to the marrows. Come out to black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA means you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Cassandra. I won't play the whole song because I do want to hit this bowl, but yeah. No, you even gotta look it up. There you go. Hell. Where's my damn hell? Well, hell. Shoot. I don't know where my lighter is. My good lighter anywhere. Where the fuck is my clipper? Oh, well. At least I got this big. What song was that one called? That is called Get Out, Ye Black and Tans. Get Out, Ye Black and Tans. That's the name of the song. Yeah, and there's a version by the Wolf Tones. I'm pretty sure there's a version by the Dubliners. The High Kings have a cover. All very good versions. Great singing and playing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Good old folk music, bringing people together all over the world from across cultures for the shared betterment of humanity. I'm gonna die. And I've got an Irish sub, at least one. I'm sure I've got more than that, but I've got one Irish subscriber that comes in here sometimes and talks, but they never seem to pop in when I'm playing folk music from their island. You cough a lot? Are you sick at all? That'd be this stuff. I mean, I am. I'm not sick, but I am still recovering from an upper respiratory tract infection. So, an Urdy. I never thought you could pronounce it that way. That's weird, bro. Urdy, upper respiratory tract infection. Ugh. Anyway, I had COVID and then I got sick again. I don't know with what, but yeah, always. They're coming for me, y'all. What a cute place. Well, what a cute group of people. You said peace, not place. I'm sorry. I'm retarded. It is a cute piece, though. It is a really cute piece. I've had this for like 2 or 3 years now, and as soon as I saw it, I was in love. I was like, I have to have it. Actually, the first one I had was pistachio colored. I've bought 3 of these. So, The first one I had was pistachio colored. This one is strawberry, you know? Here, y'all want to hit? There you go. I'll carve it for you. All right, there you go. Sweet. Okay. That was fun, wasn't it? You want a sniff? Here you go. There you go. That's pretty dank. Jet fuel, as far as I know. I like these wake and bake streams. They're not usually the most well attended streams that I do, but I love the vibes on them. I like how people I just like how chill people are on these morning streams. And it kind of sucks how I don't know, how dreary I felt this morning. I will be glad when I make my life such that I never wake up feeling dreary, or that I very rarely do. It's not that I don't get that, motivation back later. It's just, it would be nice to wake up and feel like motivated, Like sometimes I do, but I feel like it's more often that I wake up feeling kind of like me, like eh. Do you have any goals in mind? Oh man, I've got so many fucking goals in mind. I think that's part of the reason why I wake up dreary sometimes, honestly. I've got a million goals. Goal number one is to turn the farm from an enterprise that's costing us money to an enterprise that's making us money. And we're almost at that point now. Maybe 6 months to a year more work on it, and it'll be at the point where we can be getting the bulk of our groceries to the farm, canning up, stuff in the summer and using it during the winter, and basically relying on our own food supply. That's goal number one, because that will vastly reduce the amount of money that's required out of all of our incomes to actually support the upkeep of our lives. And that's one of the few ways I think working class people can actually kind of take back some of that power and kind of have some spending power nowadays. If you've got a little bit of land that you can farm up, you should, so that you can take that off of your family's back. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. That's probably, I don't know. For me, I don't like to orient my goals in a strict numbered list. So I'm going to use a numbered list to refer to them in this talk, but I won't. Don't take that to mean that I place some of these goals higher in importance necessarily, or that I think some of them are more likely to happen sooner rather than later. It's just a general discussion, right? So, number one, right, get the farm up and running to the point where it's, the money that we're using Mississippi's cultural law and selling handmade products and crafts and things like that, and just selling livestock occasionally. That's, and then number two, I want to turn the the office trailer that I'm sitting in, I call it an office trailer because that's basically what it is. Um, we're going to use that as the basis with which to build another house. Now, I may decide to just use this layout and draw it down and decide to build my own place out here using similar dimensions because I do like the idea of a tiny house. But I feel like this place would offer a few unique advantages that a place like having to build my own place would not obviously confer. Um, so that's probably goal number 2. Goal number 3 is to get a, a decently paying job from at one of these factories in town. Right now, I work at a fast food place and doesn't exactly pay very well, and I have a kid on the way, so um, I need to be making more than $10 an hour. At the very least, I need to have one job where I'm like I could. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to quit my fast food job because I do like it most of the time. Sometimes it sucks, but most of the time I like it. I don't necessarily want to quit, right? I like the atmosphere there, but I don't want to deprive my child of the life that they could have because I'm trying to live as comfortably as possible. Parenthood isn't about being comfortable; it's about raising a successful human being. So, and at least I have that perspective, and at least I am not one of these people that's addicted to comfort. Now, I do like my comfort. Maybe I am addicted to comfort, but like any good addict, I get my addiction in little hits. I don't live in it all day long. And I think that's going to help me out a lot in this process. But yeah, get the farm up and going, get this trailer built out into an actual tiny house that me and my partner and my baby can live in under our own, roof with our own rules and our own guidelines, and don't have to worry about being quiet or anything like that when other people are sleeping. We've got our own like set of concerns. That's gonna be nice. And then getting a higher paid position, either getting a higher paid position in the company I work for right now, or getting a higher paying job, probably working nights or something at one of the factories in the town that I live near. Other than that, I've got a few long-term goals. Eventually, I want to keep building this channel up and turn it into something that could possibly, maybe generate income at some point. But really, what I want to do with this channel is cultivate an audience of people that like my takes and don't care about how weird I am. You know what I mean? So I would say that's one. Another long-term goal is eventually I want to go back to school. I want to go to college and pursue a journalism degree and possibly go into the journalism field. But I'm really torn between doing that or pursuing an LCSW program. I haven't decided yet, but those are 2 long-term goals. Mississippi. Mississippi. I knew someone had their own chickens and bees for honey. Yeah, I mean, we have a hive. We don't exactly have bees. I think the bees moved out. But the hive is placed well. It's just for some reason the bees keep moving out. But we do have a hive. We have a hive, and I don't know. Honestly, we need to have our hive torn down and rebuilt and have an actual beekeeper show us exactly what we need to do. We need to purchase a bee suit, but we do have a hive set up, and bees can live in it. So, we've got access to honey, and if we needed to, there are ways that we could pacify the bees enough without a bee suit to safely work with it, or mostly safely work with it. None of us are allergic to bees, so it's not like it's going to kill any of us. But we have lots of chickens. I think I counted yesterday, we have 2 roosters and 14 hens for an average in the winter of about 7 eggs a day. Yeah, maybe a little less, maybe 5 or 6 eggs a day. We've got probably 8 roosters that need culled, turned into meat. We've got pigs, sheep. Well, we don't have sheep, but we have a goat, and we have a calf, and ducks. Got all the farmy stuff, but You know, when you restart a project like this after having it lie fallow for so long, it takes a really long time to get that off the ground again. I mean, we've been down here and working on it for a year and 4 months now, and it's just now starting to kind of turn the corner. Like, it's just now starting to become profitable. No, not even profitable. It's just now getting to the point where we can make it break even, honestly. But it takes a long time to get to that point. But yeah, I think every human being on in this country that can should be keeping chickens. Like during World War II, there was a time. Okay, so World War II was a time of great turmoil, obviously internationally, but also domestically, as millions of men who'd previously worked in farms, fields, factories, and the like suddenly rushed off to battle from those jobs. They they left, a lot of work to be done, obviously, to support the war effort, and obviously that effort, that work was taken up by other people. But in order to support the reduced capacity for manufacturing and the reduced ability to manufacture for consumer, for consumer use, there came a trend called the Victory Garden. It was heavily advocated for by the government. It was heavily advocated for by, media personalities of the time. The idea was there are some things that you are simply not going to be able to get much of if you rely on the grocery store. You can grow these things at your own home. You can't get enough chicken to feed everyone in your family if you've got a family of four with the ration card. You're probably not going to get as much as everybody needs if you've got a growing family. So what can you do? Well, you can keep chickens. Chickens are a wonderful animal because they will learn how to free range. They will learn what a dangerous spot is, and for the most part, you won't really lose chickens to getting ran over. And obviously, in those days, it wasn't much of a concern anyway. So a lot of people would let chickens free range around their yards. Eating the rotten fruits that would fall off the plants and the little bugs and seed heads, keeping their lawn up, fertilizing it all at the same time. And then whenever you need chicken, you just go get you a chicken out of your yard. You get you a yard bird, you dispatch it and butcher it up, you roast it whole, and then once you're done with it, you scrape all the flesh off, right? You get that, whatever's left over. You probably, if you had, right, which a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I would say a lot of people had a fridge back then, or at the very least they had an ice box, right? Um, Probably ice box is more common than anything, honestly. But you can put that little bit of shredded chicken in the fridge or in on the outside if it's cold enough, and then you boil that carcass, right? The bones and everything. You boil that with some of your fresh veggies that you've been growing in your Victory Garden, and you get chicken stock. And in this manner, people greatly upped their ability to supplement their own food supply. They uh, they took control of the supply chain for food for their household. They took a much greater degree of control over that than somebody who was completely reliant on the grocery store and the ration card. The fact that most people had at this time pretty large yards that they could devote to gardens meant that a lot of people could grow most of what they needed from their gardens. And a lot of people, for a long time, didn't give up those gardens. A lot of people who started victory gardens didn't give those victory gardens up until the 70s, 80s, and 90s when they got too old to garden. But a lot of those families even passed it on to their younger ones. And that's why gardening is still a pretty popular hobby in America to this day. And that's why we garden in the way we garden. That's why our gardens are modeled after American farms, is because that's the lineage of that hobby, right? And my family was not a Victory Garden family. We were farming when World War II hit, and we continued farming after the war was over, right? My family has been farmers and blacksmiths on my father's side since time immemorial, literally. Um, we made Adam's belt buckle. Let me put it that way. And we made Adam's belt buckle, and we used to tend his wheat fields. But seriously, that's been our profession for as long as anyone in the family knows or can remember. And so it didn't really hit us in the same way. But the format that we follow these days is way more similar to the Victory Garden format than it is a traditional American farm. Um, we do a container garden these days because we can manage the soil much more closely. We can make sure that it's always being restored and maintained well. It's just a good practice, right? Speaking of the Victory Garden, I gotta um I gotta feed and water everything, so I'll bring you guys with me, and we can take a look. Oh God! Ow! Oh man! Asbestos abatement is good money, more than 30 an hour after 1 year. If you have any abatement places near you, huh? The journeyman rate, neat. Asbestos abatement sounds like good money, but very bad and dangerous work. 30 an hour is pretty good, though. I would like to arrange my life that I don't need to make that much to be at a satisfying level. That would be nice, but I'm also not in a position where I can write anything off. I think I'd be willing to breathe in some asbestos for my kids, so. Oh, man. I am a beaten, broken human being whose hip is destroyed. Anyway, here's the Victory Garden. What's left of it after winter has taken its toll. This is our strawberry bed. As you can see, the strawberries completely took over. Originally, there were other things in here, and that's actually a white onion that's managed to pop up and grow despite the massive overabundance of strawberries. But, yeah. So, that's our container garden, which this year produced over 200 pounds of produce. Something like that. I forget what the exact number my dad gave me was, because he's the one who takes care of like the seed, like the seed business side of things, and like the administrative side and shit. So he kept track of exactly how much produce we got from everything, but I don't remember the number he told me. So we've got a lot of stuff that needs done. First of all, these guys are going to need water. To get them water, I have to do a unique thing because for some reason our hold on. For some reason all of our waterers are missing. And so all of the things that we used to use to water birds, like those Bantam chickens, I can't find them anymore. I have no idea where they went. Not a clue in the fucking world. Okay. Sorry. I chucked my phone trying to get it to stay in my hand. I don't know how I did this last time. Well, I do, but you guys are just gonna have to sit down here for a minute. Okay. Honestly, these chickens, even though they're tiny, are some of the hardest fucking critters to feed because they're so pernicious. Okay. There we go. Now they're happy. Lagging pretty bad? Damn. I'm sorry. That's lame. Okay. I swiped off some notifications and checked my thing, so maybe it'll be better now. But yeah, these are called Bantams. So, that's my hand for comparison. They are very, very, very small. They're as big as they're gonna get, and yet they're so tiny. Gobble, gobble, gobble. They are very cute. They are indeed the cutest. Okay, so actually, you know what? I'll give the rest of this to the ducks because I'm pretty sure those other guys are going to be fine. There's no way they don't have food. So now, you can see the ducks. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the show. Wah, 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 wah. I'm going to dump the water out of this little food bowl. The rest of that in here. Everything's so nasty because of the rain. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Do you have any cats? Oh, yeah. We got a couple of kitties. They're indoor cats, though. We had an indoor-outdoor cat, but he started chasing chickens, so we had to put him inside. And then he got out one day because he fucking just got to feeling anxious, I guess, and got hit by a car. But we didn't let him out. It's so sad because we stopped letting him out because he started chasing animals. He started chasing chickens around it. So we stopped letting him out, and with the very sincerest hope that he would quit being a bastard and eventually chill out. But, one day we were going, ow, God damn it, man, hell. Man, like I said, everything is so fucking nasty today because of the rain. I pinched the fuck out of my finger, too. Pinched the absolute fuck out of my finger. Oh, hell, man. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Ugh. What is it snagging on? Is it just snagging on that? Sorry. I'm having a fucking conniption fit because this door is wanting to be a piece of shit. And everything's being so fucking goddamn loud. Everything just wants to scream, I swear to God. Hold on. I gotta fix this. Because this shit is annoying the fuck out of me. Yeah, I guess I can show you guys what I'm doing. Just gonna scrape this. Whatever. I have it oriented correctly, dumbass YouTube. Okay. Okay. Hell. I guess it's snagging on that. That's lame. I'm gonna have to slam it. And then I'm gonna have to slam this down. That's gonna have to be sanded down at some point. Anyway. Oh, you're so loud and impressive, all of you. Come on, YouTube. Why is my fucking phone frozen? Sorry. I have no idea how that happened. I pinched the absolute motherfuck out of my finger just a minute ago, and it still hurts. God, Joe. You fucking go! I cannot. It's your fucking job. You will not go. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No! Ugh! Jesus, mother of God. It is an actual fucking workout going into a fucking pig pen. Give me 1 second. Okay. Maybe now my phone will work. I let it die. It kept being like, system fucking UI is not responding, so I'm like, fine. I was like, fine, you go ahead with your bad self. If that's what you have to do to fucking work. God, I can't tell you how much better I feel now. Oh, literally. Literally. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Can anyone identify what that animal is? Can anyone tell? Anybody know? You guys get to see me open a thing of hay with my 1978 case shark tooth. Nope. That is a guinea fowl. It is a land-based bird of African origin, known for its incredibly loud cries and their insectivorous tendencies that make them excellent hunters of ticks and other assorted nuisance bugs. You know, I know how to make them all shut up. So there's the turkey. Give him some scratch grains. The turkey doesn't want none because he's displaying. Throw some into the coal pan too, so they can have a little fun. See, that's all the guineas wanted. They just wanted a little scratch grain. There we go. It's enough for these guys. And they still have water. So those guys. Alrighty. I'm going to give the rest of this to the ducks. Because I know they will like it. I'll grab a thing of sweet pea. I'm sure that's what she's looking for. Alrighty. The goat is hungry, yes. She wants some sweet feed. Now she's got some, hence why she stopped bleeding. You know, like, eh. And, I guess really, there's one more, maybe two more things we gotta do. First is fill up this reservoir, so I'll let you guys get fill-a-vision. And watch the mesmerizing scene of this reservoir being filled. Okay. That's full enough for now. Now I will take the rabbits some feed. Make sure that everybody down there has got their waters filled, feed all taken care of. These guys already need more water. Seriously? Dickheads. Damn it, and this thing's fucking not full. Because I just used it. Motherfucker. I'm retarded. Damn it. You know, I was going to give them more hay, but they haven't gotten that far into the flake of hay that I did give them, so I think I'll wait until I get off work at 2 and give them some more. Alrighty. That's enough for now. What time is it by you, and when are you going to well? Man, you're asking so many personal questions. I think they're probably just mundane, but the paranoiac in me wants to be like, who are you, bro? Anyway. The time is almost 10:30, and I go to work at 11 or 10:45. One of the two. I'm just about done out here, so it's just in time. Just in time. Ooh. You know, I put my hoodie on thinking it was a little colder than it actually is. Either that or it was colder when I put it on, and it has since warmed up. So you can tell the ground has reached full saturation. Did their feet actually hold up? Looks like it did. Good. I guess that placement works then. Damn it. Fucking leaf stuck off in here. Couple of leaves stuck off in here. Anyway. Hopefully I won't need any more water. 11:30 in Michigan. I was born in Michigan, and I wish again that I was back in the place where I was born. That's cool. 11:30. You in the UP or are you the lower peninsula? Are you in the UP or are you in the lower part? Damn it. The bunny. Okay, good. Doesn't seem like we actually took that much feed loss this time, which is good, because normally that's a problem. Lower about 30 minutes from the D. Ooh. Right on. You know, I feel like Detroit gets a bad rap. I feel like Detroit could be pretty fucking dope if somebody would just open some factories up there again. Which I know sounds horrible, because it's like, you know, ideally, you want success to be able to come from sources other than people, you know, fucking up the environment and making things and fucking giant cosmic torture factories. But in a capitalistic society, you kind of have to deal with what you have unless you rise up as a collected, united front, and we don't seem to want to do that. So I feel like Detroit could be pretty cool, though, if a number of different options were tried there. I feel like the state of Michigan has pretty much given up on Detroit, and I feel like America has as well, even though that city and its people and the unique culture that it created basically invented modern American car culture and the car culture of the 60s and 70s. It's just kind of in the 50s too, if you think about it. It's just like kind of absurd to think how deeply we've abandoned those people. Well, I'm going to get off here so I can go ahead and get to work. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.